In Torah reading, there is, and listening to the Torah reading every week, the law is that if one got into shul in middle of the second, third, fourth aliyah, then one could listen to the Torah reading from the middle of the parsha or whatever it is, and then make up for it, listen to another Torah reading from another minyan later, and listen to the beginning. We don't have to listen to the Torah reading in order, in the chronology, in the order the way it's written. However, the Megillah, listening to the Megillah of Purim, one needs to listen to the Megillah in order, in the chronological order, the way the Megillah is written, the story of Esther, the story of Purim. So, from beginning to end, that's the law. One who reads the Megillah backwards is not fulfilling the mitzvah of listening to the Megillah. The Baal Shem Tov, the founder of Hasidism, explains this law on a deeper level, that one who reads the Megillah or listens to the Megillah backwards as a story of the past, but not as a current story, is lacking in fulfilling of the mitzvah. When we read the Megillah and when we say the blessings over the Megillah reading, we look at it and we apply that story to the current happenings, to the current Haman, to the current Mordechai, to the current terrorists who want to damage, cause negativity to the Jewish people, and etc. And she'osa nisim la'aveseinu b'yomim mo'im bizman hazeh, the one who has performed miracles to our ancestors in those days, in this time. This time means now. So we are expecting and we're asking Hashem, as we read the Megillah this year and as we celebrate Purim, that we should celebrate Purim this year with the biggest miracle of good over evil, and that the Haman of our generation and company who are here to destroy us, they should be destroyed. Evil should be destroyed. V'nafechu, and it should be the opposite. Things should change. That goodness and kindness, Judaism and godliness should prevail and should govern the world. This is true not only about the Megillah and the story of Purim, but also about Parshat Zachor, the parsha of this week's Torah reading, which we are commanded to hear the story of Amalek and to remember the story of Amalek. What's the story of Amalek? The Jewish people went out of Egypt. The nation of Amalek engaged in a war against the Jews. The Torah uses the word asher karcha baderech, the nation of Amalek who has met you in the way out of Egypt, in the desert. The word karcha means met you, meeting. At the same time, the word karcha, according to a Hasidic interpretation, is kar, cooling off. As the Medrash says that everyone was in fear and in awe of this great miracle of the Exodus, came Amalek and engaged in a war against the Jewish people and cooled off that awe and that fear of not starting up with the Jewish people. This Amalek exists today on a personal level and on a communal level and on a global level. That's the Amalek who says it's okay. It's okay. There is no fire. The fire is not so terrible. Everything is fine. Relax. This is the first nation, the grandparent of Haman, who could lead to, God forbid, ultimate destruction. The being cool about things, that it's not so important, it's good, it's okay, that we need to erase from the beginning in order to avoid the Haman later in the line, down the line. And the same is true with what is happening today also, that the world is getting accustomed to the war since Simchas Torah against evil, and he's saying it's okay, humanitarian needs, we need to be careful, we need this, we need that. And who is now on the defense? We who were attacked on Simchas Torah and over the years of everything that they have built. They still don't care for their civilians, but we have to care for their civilians, and we're not allowed to erase Amalek. We're not allowed to get cooled off. We need to get the fire going and to keep going, knowing that we need to erase Amalek in order to bring God's name to its fullest, in order to bring Mashiach. Happy Purim. On a personal level, each one of us